Hi everyone, this is Miriam. In this video, I'm going to talk about the staple ingredients if you want to become fully raw vegan and make your cuisine exciting and delicious. These ingredients are not just for a raw vegan diet, they can be consumed in any diet. I'm just gonna show you the ones I have. I'm not gonna show you everything because I have loads. I will show you more in other videos. I will categorize them so that you can watch what interests you only. I'm gonna skip the fruits and vegetables because that's obvious. Basically, in a raw vegan diet, you eat raw plants and you have fun making delicious dishes with raw plants. Don't freak out. It can be a bit overwhelming in the beginning, like how am I gonna make dishes with raw ingredients only apart from salads? Well, you can. You can make pizza, you can make sandwiches, you can make bread, you can make omelets. It's just that it is a different cuisine with different techniques, but it's a lot of fun and it's very creative and it's absolutely delicious. I can tell you I don't miss cooked food because I have created so many recipes that I love and that have become my new comfort foods. You know, if it's a rainy day or if I'm sad or something. There are still a few things that I miss in the cooked world, but to be honest, I went through a long period where I was still eating cooked, going back to raw, eating cooked, going back to raw, and cooked just didn't make me feel good anymore, so I stopped. So those things that I'll still miss are on my list of new experiments, and that's especially cultural foods. So I'm gonna start showing you the ingredients right now. So I have stuff ready here for you to show you. So I will start with dates. Dates is an absolute must in your kitchen. These are Iranian dates. They're soft and sweet. They don't have much taste. It's more like just sweet. My favorite dates are medjool dates, Algerian Diglet Noor dates, and Sukari dates, and then comes the Iranian ones, but that's all I can find in the stores in Montenegro, so I use these. They're soft and sweet. I soak them and then I keep them in the fridge. These are soaked, so I put them in water to get much softer so that they blend easier, and also to clean them. Really, I soak them with bicarbonate of sodium because they sell them in a pack and there is a bit of dust on them, and if I bought them straight from a farmer I wouldn't mind the dust, but I have no clue where they've gone through, so I prefer to clean them a little bit. Dates are staple ingredients for sweetening about everything. You can just eat them like this, but you know, in your smoothies, if you want to sweeten your smoothies, if you want to sweeten your sauces, your salad dressings, if you want to make cakes, biscuits, cookies, ketchup, crackers, everything. Dates. Another staple ingredient, tahini. Make sure it's raw and preferably organic, not mixed with any oil or salt, just pure sesame paste. Tahini is a staple ingredient for your salad dressings, for your smoothies, for your sauces and your crackers. Yeah. Coconut. You can buy the coconut fresh and go through the hassle of breaking it and removing the flesh and chopping it up and storing it. It's much tastier. If you can't be bothered, just buy raw coconut flakes or raw coconut shred. Make sure it's not sweetened, that it's organic and raw and it's just coconut, because when you get high quality ingredients, your dishes are gonna taste amazing. If you get low quality ingredients, your dishes are gonna taste average, and the chances to stick to a raw vegan diet or a healthy diet in general will be less likely because you want taste, right? So go for the organic, unrefined ingredients always. When you buy a fresh coconut, this is a mature coconut. Make sure there is water inside. If there isn't water inside, chances are it's starting to get moldy inside. I personally prefer young coconuts because it's easier to open and the flesh is tastier. But I can only find this here. This has a stronger taste of coconut, it's more chewy and harder to blend. It takes time to make it into a cream. So if you have an average blender, it's better to buy the young Thai coconut or the king coconut, you know, the orange one or, you know, the green one. Cacao. 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 Cacao is a must. I mean, if you don't like chocolate, I don't know what's wrong with you. But yeah, cacao for chocolate smoothies, for chocolate cakes, for chocolate cookies, for chocolate bowls, for chocolate full stop. I mean, for those of you who are South American, you can teach me how to use cacao in savory dishes. I'm yet to explore that. How to choose your cacao, raw and organic, and pure cacao, just cacao. This one is the best I have found so far. It is called the Queen of Cacao. It's from a non-hybrid tree. So it's not mixed with other beans, it's just one type and it's non-hybrid and it's amazing. Like just when I open it, it you know, that's what cacao should give you the feeling of. Dried tomatoes. For the tomato sauce lovers, the ketchup lovers, the marinated sun-dried tomato lovers, pizza, tomato sauce curries, soups, crackers, burgers, and then you can put it in sandwiches, on top of pizzas, on pastas, loads of stuff. During the summer, I have access to organic tomatoes from farmers that I know, and they're absolutely amazing. Like, they taste so sweet. I've tried tomatoes in supermarkets, even when organic, and no. I've tried tomatoes in cold countries, organic, doesn't have the taste. An organic tomato needs to taste sweet. Like, you eat it and you're like, you know, that's the tomato you want. So I buy organic tomatoes in the summer and I slice them and dehydrate them and then I store them. So I have tomatoes for the winter. I can talk forever about ingredients, so I'll try to keep this video short. Raisins. For your granola, muesli, smoothies, soups, salads, curries, North African dishes. In Algeria we use raisins in couscous and in some tagines. Okay. In the vinegar section, I use apple cider vinegar and red grape vinegar. I also use other vinegars, but as staples, these are the ones. And these are staples for all your salad dressings. And actually I use apple cider vinegar in apple tarts as well. It gives it a little kick. Salt and pepper. Salt, I use pink Himalayan salt. And I use organic black pepper. I prefer to buy the, what do you call this? The seeds, you know, and grind them myself. In terms of spices, I always prefer to buy the least processed ingredients. So I would buy cumin seeds instead of cumin powder. I would buy coriander seeds instead of coriander powder, because when things are ground it loses and stored in a package, it loses the intensity of flavor. Staple herbs for tomato sauces and white creamy sauces and salad dressings and salads: oregano, rosemary, bay leaf, and thyme. Where is my thyme? It's in the kitchen, but thyme. You can use the fresh ones or the dry ones. All my herbs are organic. Staple spices: I have turmeric, cinnamon, paprika powder, cumin, coriander, and cloves. If you like making curries or spice up your dishes, these would be the staple spices, I would say. I find a big difference between non-organic spices and organic spices. The smell, the taste, the color. For cloves, you can buy the cloves whole and grind them yourself. Turmeric, you can buy the root and juice it or grind it or blend it in sauces. Cinnamon, you can buy the cinnamon barks and grind them in a grinder, a coffee grinder or a blender. I much prefer the taste and the smell of ground cinnamon barks rather than just powder cinnamon bought from the store. Make sure you grind them into powder, otherwise it can be dangerous, you know, it can be sharp. Cumin, so you can buy cumin seeds or cumin powder if you can't find it. Coriander, if you have a garden and you're planting cilantro, wait for the cilantro to flower and then dry, and then you'll be able to collect these. Same for cumin. Paprika powder, I guess this is just red pepper dried and, you know, ground into powder. You can do it yourself or just buy paprika powder. Okay. The staple seeds: flaxseed. Flaxseed is really a staple, especially if you go gluten-free, if you're gluten intolerant. It's a great binder for breads and crackers and burgers and sausages and wraps and cakes. It's amazing. It's an amazing seed, as well as being super healthy. I mean, you know what? When you go raw vegan, all the ingredients that you have are super healthy and they will do something amazing for your body, so you can rest your mind from reading all those articles about nutrition and everything, unless you really need to educate yourself. But at some point, I think you hit a stage where it's fine. You're eating the healthiest ingredients on the planet, so it's fine. You can rest your mind so that eating becomes enjoyable and not complicated and limited and calculated. I've been through that and it wasn't enjoyable, and now, I mean, I used to know what flaxseed is about. I think it's good for digestion and omega-3 fatty acids and all that, but honestly I forgot the nutritional benefits of most of the foods. I can't tell you. I mean, I just eat, I enjoy eating, I feel healthy, I know the basics, my body remembers, I listen to my body and what it craves. I feel it's like my body's way telling me what it needs, so I feel it's been working well with me. Sometimes I want to eat papayas all day, sometimes I cannot stand papaya. So I feel it's my body telling me what it wants and what it doesn't. It's really important to listen to your body, because food is of the body, not of the mind. Okay. So I have brown flax seeds and golden flax seeds. The reason they're like crackers like this is because I activate all my nuts and seeds and then dehydrate them again and store them dry. And when you soak flax seeds, they become jelly and bind together. So I then spread it on the dehydrator sheet, and then when they dry they are still sticking together, so I just break it and put it like this, and then I can just grind it again or soak it again or blend it again. It's the same. Sesame seeds is another staple for sauces and your dishes and your cakes. Buckwheat. I soak, sprout and dehydrate buckwheat and then I store it here. And this is a staple for breads for me and granolas and mueslis, and I can just sprinkle it on my salads for a bit of crunch. Make crackers and biscuits and cake bases and stuff like that. Sunflower seeds is delicious in salads, in granola bars, in breads, wraps, crackers, cheeses, salad dressings. I tend to use more seeds than nuts just because, I don't know, my body just doesn't do really well with nuts, and I find I can make creamy white sauces and all that I make with nuts with seeds instead. So I use seeds more than nuts. Another staple that I'm missing is cashew. I mean, it's not raw. Cashews cannot be consumed raw. They have to go through a process of roasting and everything so that we can eat them, but it's kind of a staple for white sauces. Another staple nut is almonds. So you can be fine with almonds and cashew for white sauces and to make things creamy, but again I would rather go for hemp seeds or sunflower seeds to make things creamy. Another thing for like burgers and like bolognese and things like that is walnuts. So walnuts are good in sweets and savory sauces. So like, you know, those kofta bowls on my Instagram, and burgers and crackers and certain salad dressings, and just sprinkled like that on a salad. It's a nice crunch and it's a nice taste. So that's it for the staple ingredients for beginners. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you have any questions, drop a comment below. And don't forget, I share recipes on Instagram, raw.mama.nature. I'll put the link below, and I'll put all these ingredients in the description below. Bye!